important thing is it's done. It's ready to go. That stuff's on ice. And now it's to get back to other things. Good morning. I'm Mark. Welcome back to the farm. Quick thing this morning is kind of the last day for these guys. And the two birds that aren't doing so good, got them out. They're in a dog kennel, a dog cage out here. And they're eating and drinking just fine without the competition of the other birds. So they'll get a chance to put on the last of their weight. Oh man, that's bright. Not to put on their weight. And but we'll be harvesting them tomorrow. At least that's the plan. It's supposed to be 35 to 38 when we get up. That seems like it's going to be a bit brisk, but it is what it is. You know, once you get moving around, it warms up. Well, harvest is done. 26 birds. Yeah, 26 birds total. In the middle of cleanup, so got a lot of feathers still stacked there. Got the scalder cleaned out, already cleaned out the cones and got that all scrubbed down. Tables are clean, all that stuff is done. I got the buckets of blood there, and then I've got a couple of buckets of the gut buckets here. Getting the fire stoked up, and I'll pour that stuff in there today and let it cook down. And that'll be it. We still got to process, or still got to part out the birds. So this batch we're going to just break down in wings, legs, breasts, you know, thighs, all that stuff. And that'll take a little while, but we don't need to jump on that too quickly. So we're gonna probably break for some lunch. We did have a family come over that we met. They actually came here to look at some books that we were getting rid of. And but they came over and decided they wanted to see if they could try their hand, because they have a small property with or a small flock of birds on their property, and they want to be able to harvest their own as well. So they came here to learn today, and I think it went really well. I think they got a lot out of it. So for now, just going to finish cleaning up and then call it a day. In the end, we finished up around 4 o'clock, 4:15 or so, with getting everything cleaned up and put away and all that. And so now the fire's just kind of working itself down. That's where we put all the guts and the feathers and everything. Everything is, all the chickens are stored in the refrigerator. We still have to part them out. We decided with this whole batch, we're going to part them. So, you know, wings, thighs, all that stuff. Well, we got those birds parted out after the harvest. It took us about 6 hours to do all of the birds, and we parted them all, packaged them, shrink wrapped them, and so they look good. And so they're there for us or for somebody to buy if they ask us if we have stuff. But important thing is it's done. It's ready to go. That stuff's on ice, and now it's to get back to other things. This is my trail to the back of the property, and it is a little bit blocked. So I'm going to take care of that. All right, there we go. Got a little extra. Added one or two things. I'll actually take these little guys out here too. It's been part of my big plan to like clear the entirety of this road. Not all of it, but see, like this tree right here, that big gorgeous thing, that would stay. Everything else is crowding that tree. Doesn't need to be there. It's a big pine tree. I don't know how I feel about that. Down the road, looks like there's a little more stuff broken up down there. But I'll get there eventually. So the tree here, it actually broke at the root ball underground, right at the underground roots. What is that? So this was gonna go eventually anyway. A lot of these trees, this one is a softwood. So you see I was cutting through it like butter. It was good. So I just cut all these. I'll leave them here. I'll have to get down here with the tractor and, well, oh, don't do it with a glove on. That's better. And get all this stuff out of here rather than making, 50 little trips with the mule. But I took this stuff down. I'll get in here actually with the Sawzall because I cut these down, but I don't like doing, you kind of got to get as close to the ground as you can with a chainsaw. I just don't like the idea of chunking my chain down in the dirt. It happens. It's happened many times. So I just don't like it. But I think I'll take the Sawzall because you can stick that in the ground and cut roots underground and it doesn't care. It's going to keep cutting. Those things are beasts. So, somebody way over there has got their pickup truck. Boink, down at the bottom of their field. Oh, they got sheep. I don't know if we can see. I thought I heard sheep earlier today. I said, no, nobody's got sheep. Well, they do. It's right there next to the truck in the back. I don't know if you can see. It's not barely visible. That's cool. I love that. All right. Yeah. Let's everybody get on board. Let's get some animals going out here. I love it. All right. So I'm just gonna keep cleaning some of these out for a little while, and then I think I'm gonna call it a day. I'm about out of time. I got to run one errand down in town, and then come back and do evening chores and get stuff closed up. I'll tell you what. Oh, sorry. One other thing. The worst part about doing work out here, and I've said it before, is not the wood, it's not the trees, it's not all of that. It's the vines. These things are hardcore boogers. They don't give up, and they grow so fast. So if you cut them down to the ground, you get them down in there, in a year, they've grown back up the tree. I mean, you can almost see them grow. That's how fast they're growing. I'm glad to at least have those out of the way. Well, here's the deal. I'm gonna finish cleaning up this stuff, cut down a few more of these trees, but that's gonna be the extent of it for today. And so I think I'm gonna wrap it up here. I'm feeling a lot better. Now, whatever I had, maybe, I don't know. My wife's come down with something now, so I guess it's just time for us to pass this around the house a couple times. So we'll see if it boomerangs back to me or not. I hope it doesn't. Yeah, I think that's going to do it from here. We'll talk to you guys later.